Today I'm going to talk about how Black Panther is at the pinnacle of a fundamental shift for the self-esteem of black boys and girls of our country and all over the world. A cultural movement to positively influence a whole generation of young people. They are capable of anything. This film does that. And despite one person's view that Haiti and African nations as shithole countries, fueling further disdain and contempt towards a larger problem dividing a country that was built on American values of respect and diversity, of opportunity to all, Black Panther is a reminder of a rich heritage and as an introduction to sci-fi, mythology, and a positive representation of the characters that are capable of anything. Now I'll get into this and its significance to the new Hollywood generation. Coming up. Welcome to Hollywood Unapologetic. My name is Orlando Delbert. Today I want to talk about the significance of Black Panther sociologically and to the new Hollywood generation. When I started the new Hollywood generation, right from the beginning, I believed to succeed in entertainment, you need to build a community of like-minded individuals. With that in mind, a place for equality was at the very core of our mission. I identified decades ago, during my time in the theater and as a studio musician in New York, the only way to truly succeed was by coming together. You have to build a scene, an honest scene, where we support one another. Years later, as I moved to Los Angeles to follow my goal to succeed in the film business, I saw even with the multitude of aspiring content creators and filmmakers, something huge was missing. There was a huge disconnect with so many. Right from the very first day, I saw an uphill battle. Arriving at 29, I was told I was an old man. Wasn't young, white, in amazing shape, rich. My nose was too big and was crooked. I only wore New York black as it was told to me, nor did I know nearly enough influential people to help me out. I didn't have my LA time put in yet. And by the way, I was reminded of these things almost daily for years. But all of these things and the constant personal attacks by shitty people during my travels here have helped solidify the simple fact my success comes to just me deciding I will decide. I planned, I pushed forward, and I began making connections with others that were also hungry and determined enough to keep pushing no matter what. A large majority of the relationships I've built in the entertainment business worldwide were made with others of like minds and goals. But even more common was the fact most of us came from poor economic means and had to fight against negative stereotypes due mostly of where our families migrated from and skin tone. Not from any merit or actions or inactions that were as individuals made through our will and hard work. We all chose to put aside the racial profiling and attacks pressed upon us based on the narrow mindsets of the ignorant of the simple fact everyone on this planet has a lineage traced back to one place, Africa. I say this with memories as a child fallen victim to violence and racial attacks in the South Bronx because I was different, where I was attacked by grown men at gunpoint just on my way to school or just to be robbed. Even as a teenager, when I began building relationships with people of so many different ethnicities all over the 5 boroughs, those who knew nothing but hate showed disdain and downright hatred, again, because I was different. I won't get into the hate crimes, nor the multiple shootings aimed at me directly, nor the stories of those I've known who have been murdered back in New York because I don't wish to dwell in the past. I do not wish to hold onto life events that were altered by the few so close-minded, all they wanted to do was kill, that was different. Instead, I want to look forward with the lessons learned and step away from the detritus that only hate leaves behind. I mention all of this simply because the racial attacks and profiling came from blacks and whites that were so close-minded. All they knew and were willing to know was what was in their immediate little world, not of a larger picture. And that larger picture is of where African culture, real African culture, of art, of science, of empires, where everyone on this planet originated from. This past weekend, Black Panther premiered. Not to discount in any way the film's director Ryan Coogler and mostly black cast, but more importantly to positively focus on the sociological impact of this piece of storytelling. Teachers have taken their students to screenings. Facebook gatherings have been popping up around the screenings of the film as well. Anthony, Top Dog Tiffith, I hope I said his name right, have hosted free screenings for young people in South Los Angeles. And by the way, Mr. Tiffith runs Top Dog Entertainment, which is home to Kendrick Lamar, who curated the soundtrack of the film. Plus, members of the Hollywood community have been stepping forward to help those who can't afford to see the film get tickets. Brie Larson tweeted, "If you want to buy tickets from people who can't afford to see #Black Panther at the moment, comment below. If you are in need of tics, reach out to the Angels, who have commented below #PayItForward. Actress Octavia Spencer wanted to buy out a Mississippi movie theater to give fans the opportunity to see the film. I'm not entirely sure if she did yet, but I know she wanted to. T.I. partnered up with Walmart and gave away 300 tickets to an advanced screening to Walmart customers at the Cascade Walmart store. All of these things are part of a culture moving forward, a rich culture, and of a movement. This motion picture is of a movement where the WhatBlackPantherMeansToMe hashtag has been used as a way for a whole generation of young people to be introduced to sci-fi, mythology, and a positive representation of characters that are capable of anything. This film does that, and its significance to the new Hollywood generation is simple. I see and hear so many young people complain about lack of opportunity and the whitewashing of blockbuster motion pictures and the studio system as a whole, without knowing that a large majority of the decisions made by the bean counters are based on following a proven formula that provides a financial safety net because of the massive financial risk at play. With the licensing of merchandising and music together with corporate tie-ins helps assure profitability, which is all that studios really care about. Add to that, just a few weeks ago, President Trump insulted people of African heritage when he referred to Haiti and African nations as shithole countries. This only fuels further disdain and contempt towards a larger problem currently dividing a country that was built on American values of respect and diversity of opportunity to all, especially since the terminus of the slave trade in the United States. But just in the past few years, this has been changing. Black Panther is at the pinnacle of a movement coming, made by individuals that have been able to look past the negative stereotypes and labels many hold against them, and collectively push forward. We see it hugely in television production, especially in the past 3 years, in the independent film community. I see Black Panther as a fundamental shift for the self-esteem of black boys and girls of our country and all over the world. The power of a rising generation of both African and African Americans in startups and in the technology sector are proof positive that there is value to those from African countries. And those who have been on the side of diversity and inclusion in Hollywood and throughout the arts are also welcoming forward-thinking creative and thought leaders, all in the hopes to raising up our young people. Now is the time for everyone to come together to support our creative endeavors and to influence a whole generation that anything is possible. What are you waiting for? The world is greatly influenced by what is seen on the screen and heard on the radio. Let's be the new Hollywood generation. Let's give the world something that will drive everyone to do something bigger and to make a positive difference in the world. We are all in it together. Each and every one of you is an important part of our future. You're important to the lives of those who surround you. You're important to your communities. You're important to our industry. No matter what, remain optimistic and focused on your goal. Never stop believing in yourself, and always remember you are the key to your own success. Take a breath, move forward. Together, let's create a revival, a resurgence of Hollywood, and bring back the auteur to cinema. Be an active part of the new Hollywood generation. You are a representative of the new Hollywood generation. Please subscribe to our channel and share. And don't forget to check out our other videos in the series and follow the link below to check out our swag. Thanks. Join Hollywood Unapologetic in our quest to positively empower one another, to empower our industry in the true pursuit of our Hollywood dreams and in life. Hollywood Unapologetic is a continuation of the Pollyanna's Tear-Soaked Battlefields of Hollywood, a survival guide against the cynicism and the hypocritical series of books designed to help you better prepare for success. Together, we are the new Hollywood generation. Welcome to Hollywood Unapologetic.